All right, let's get right to the floor show. Discuss the latest data and all the action today. Joining me now is Matson Money founder and CEO Mark Matson and Carnivore Trading CEO Dutch Masters. Gentlemen, thank you both for being here. Great to see you. Mark, I want to begin with you because gold is having one of its best weeks in 5 weeks, being fueled by this week's job data. You are telling investors, don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Avoid gold and commodities of all types, in fact. Explain why.
Yeah, well, look, thank you for having me on the show. The thing that's affecting investors right now is fear. So there's fear about the economy, fear about inflation, fear about the wars going on. And when people are afraid, they make really bad decisions. Gold historically has only had a 5% rate of return, but the standard deviation, the volatility of stocks, which has historically averaged over 10. Commodities, on the other hand, you don't actually buy the commodity, you buy an option on a commodity, and they expire. So over the last 15 years, the real return on commodities has been zero. So you have assets that are highly volatile, have low expected returns, and it's speculating and gambling. For a family trying to cash in on their American dream, it's a bad deal. Don't ever gamble with your money. Stick with equities long term. Don't focus on the next 20 minutes. You got to be focused on the next 20 years.
Very good. All right, Dutch, Fed President Neil Kashkari saying that the Fed is interested in AI because it contributes to productivity. We know it's a huge investment theme these days. So my question to you is, how are you playing it?
Well, we did a nifty little trade on SOUN ahead of earnings. So, you know, what we like are the big stocks like NVIDIA and Microsoft in the AI space. They're really the ones that are going to win. But the other way we're playing it really is in the cloud computing networking area, the networking equipment. So there's really 3 stocks there, one of which you all can see today, ANET, Arista Network is killing it. We are personally in, we are in Vertiv and Powell, which are flat out just, you know, the next shortage that we're going to see out there is this electronic cloud computing equipment. And so they are just firing on all cylinders. So those are the 2 in that sector. And our returns have been up around 250% year to date. We're up around 9% already this month. And we really did it on the back of those 2 stocks. And Transmedics, which is a revolutionary medical device company that's solving some problems. And finally, AV, which is called AeroVironment, which is, they make drones. So our military is becoming much more dependent upon drones. And so those are the 4 stocks that have really taken us to the levels that we have so far this year.
Very good. Mark, let me bring you back in. We talked a lot about the Fed. Where do you think the Fed stands right now with a consumer sentiment number? I mean, it could be an outlier, but does it mean that inflation is perhaps heading in the wrong direction, at least from the consumer's point of view?
Well, you know, many people have the misconception that the Fed actually controls interest rates. The Fed basically follows interest rates around, and interest rates are very consistent on a global basis. Monetary the departments for all the governments are doing vastly different things. But I want to touch on what our previous guest said. Look, you don't want to play the market. You want to own the market. And stock picking and track record investing is gambling and speculating. And anyone that does recency bias and hindsight bias and follows the crowd, it's a dangerous thing for investors. So if you're concerned about your long-term prospects of meeting your dreams, don't gamble in individual stocks. It's a loser's game.
We get the message. Very quickly, Dutch, I wanted to mention, you know, Mark doesn't like gold and the commodities, but you think Bitcoin in the crypto space could have another leg up?
Well, yeah, we think that we called the pullback here from about 68 to 58, and now we think it's on a next leg up, that by the end of the year we might be as high as 100 to 125,000, which would put IBIT, which is the ETF, up somewhere. It's currently 35. I could be around 65 to 70. And by the way, investing in individual stocks is exactly what America should do because it's the most democratic way to make money.
And Bitcoin is the worst thing you could possibly do with your money. There is no there. There are no assets. There's nothing backing it up. And the only thing that keeps it high is the bigger fools.
What do you like?
I like globally diversified investing in efficient markets, investing in small
Diversification is
value
for
and
fools.
offsetting.
Diversification is for people who don't know what they're
prudent
doing.
investing. I feel sorry for you, and even worse, I feel sorry for your clients.
Oh, my goodness. Now, let's keep it nice. It's a Friday afternoon. We don't need a pay-per-view wrestling match
what's
here.
your
Mark,
return?
thank you. Dutch, thank you very much, you two. We appreciate it. Well, that went downhill
My
pretty
pleasure.
quickly. But, gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you very much.